Good. Well, then let's start this. Get the Discord people in. I can't send it there. Gosh, it looks choppy. Banana, can you write something again so I see chat is working? Okay, so sorry for the time in between now if you start watching the video. So on the Discord for the mod pack, which is great by the way, they requested an endgame base tour just to see how I / we, because I'm playing together with Sneaky Banana, got so far ahead of everybody else. Why ever there is a cobblestone thing. We started right here with some chests and crafting tables and started the mine and all that shit. That's pretty boring, I guess. So, oops, let's go in the base. We had a smelter here, chests, storage, drawers, all that jazz, which you're probably familiar with. And, well, we progressed from there on. This is our main terminals, just basic crafting and all that shit. I mean, there are quite a few recipes in this pack. They're not all shown. And yeah, that's nope, still not all shown. There we go. Who cares? Well, from there on, basic automation, nothing fancy. Machines, interfaces on top, recipes. This is my potion brewing setup. I pretty much, for every potion that was needed, like the splash potion of harming, instant damage 2, I got a setup over here from alchemical imbuers, which just make the potion up to fractionating stills with the Arcana Retard upgrade, which makes it stronger. So if you needed a higher level, add more of them and you get the higher level. And yeah. Thinking I'm not going too far over how to automate anything. If you have questions, you can ask them, of course. Let me just make sure I see the chat because I'm currently not. So, back to the game. The first quarry really was the builder we've been running. We ran it in the deep dark for a while, had a drawer base over there to get the resources. We never actually made a system to auto process ores. We have one semi-automatic now using only 3x from mechanism over here. Basically just add a drawer or set it into the chest, get it processed, and go. This funky looking hole over here is just a builder for fortune of whatever ores we need to process. Over here, I have my blood magic area, just some witches spawning for blood from the ritual. Automation, which is something a few people asked on the Discord how to do. The way... Wait, Minecraft not responding. Give it a second. The way I did it was interface with recipe into chests, and from there on limited by resonant filter how many items are allowed at the same time. It just crafts extracts off the bottom into an interface, and there we go. Same works with the Hellfire Forges. I try to do some impulse hoppers, and if they're not working, I'm just replacing them with the same a filtered system for what items are allowed and just extract right from the interface. That works pretty good. Over here's will automation. I'm sure if you're familiar with blood magic, you've seen it once or twice. And if not in the quest book, there is actually a pretty good explanation for it. It is around... I don't know where it is. It's been a while since I did it. It's pretty much all explained how to do it, and if you work from there, you're pretty much fine. I'll just disable my magnet for now. Down here, because why not, I'm spawning buffaloes and cows for the power needed to generate the will crystals. It's just getting stored back in the drawer system over here and has a winding upgrade, so it doesn't clog up. That's pretty much it for blood magic. I never automated the altar. If we need something of it, we just batch craft it with a limited extraction. Still basic system. Over here we have the rainbow gen, which should be still working. We just don't need it, so it's always off because big reactors. This is 1111 by 7 and produces 2.3 million RF a tick. And that's more than we are currently using. Over here is Botania. We had a big system for automating runic altars. I got bored, so I made a new one. This was the testing setup, and we repeated it 3 times for faster crafting. If you have access to the mechanical user, you can just add a recipe. Make sure to include the living rock, which drops this over the lasers. Over here, we have an advanced one on the open crate to filter for living rock. And as soon as the recipe is valid, this gives out a redstone signal, which blocks the mechanical users from adding more items. Hey Ringo, welcome. Nice to have you here. Mana distribution as normal, I'd say. Cake mirrors. Over here we have the setup to make cakes. I'm too fast for this. Pretty much just all from nature essence. Cow seeds we used a while ago, but it's been not fast enough to make enough cakes. Back here is a rancher with a normal cow and anti-cow because we need an antimatter for anti-protons and anti-electrons. That's late game. Basic system for living shit. I always call it living shit, living matter, wood, rock, who cares. Input here, and this is filtered to only break these 3 kinds of blocks. Sorry for a lot of ums and ums. I'm not native English speaking, I'm German in fact. I learned my English from gaming, so it's a bit choppy, but I hope you can understand it. Over here is a PRC setup. I never broke it. It just keeps going, producing plastic, which we need to refill with potatoes. Back here, basic brine setup, lithium, all that shit for DT fuel for steaming Restonia. This one is quite power hungry, producing steam, but once you have it full, if you turn it off, you're pretty much set for the rest of the pack. Yes, we have plastic seats, rubber seats, in fact, not plastic. We have former seats too, 10, 10, 10. That's why the setup is here, or if I just need a large quantity of some essence. Out here, we have still normal crops going. I never set up the 10, 10, 10 crops yet, because laziness, and this is working plenty fast. The hydrator block, which you have to, or which is a quest in, I believe, Botania. Yes, over here. It costs 2 pieces of Terra Steel, but it's pretty fast at speeding up your crops, so it's definitely worth it. We had 5 of these going per layer. For some resources I needed more, I replaced with an imaginary time block over time. Here are 2 sets of 3 farms, because you need various saplings, logs for different stuff. These oak fencers are pretty funny. Every now and then they appear on the farm where I'm growing acacia trees. So I break them, new ones immediately spawn, which is funny. I never seen them spawning. It just breaks the farm, so it's not going. Well, we just decided to live here, so we left the city behind. That's Abyssalcraft. Just some altars going. This was previous to root setup. There's still an imbuer and a pestle, a mortar going. Basic crops early on. For power earlier, we went with biodiesel. I just broke the diesel generators because we didn't need them anymore. And biodiesel is still used for energized searches and osmium. Inputs for that are grown here on Terra Dirt, just potatoes and aubergines. Figured that works best, so we kept it that way. I have a little chicken pen over here because we needed eggs, feathers, and their poop for fertilizer, which should be better visible from here. Just a small setup with an export bus on top. The storage bus, sorry. Then we got into needing more of all roots crops, so I started building small farms for them over here with plant gatherers and sowers, all the way up here. Why are they not harvesting? Oh, probably because I'm missing void upgrades. I have a small system over here for nature seeds, cow seeds, and chicken seeds, because that's what's been needed for the Kikimir's automation. We got some sprinklers going over here. That was our first hydrator we used to just here. And 3 Riches of the Green Grove, which, if you did not know, you can boost with the will system from Blood Magic. I can't even tell you which ones we used. They are all gone, and I would have to look it up back again. That's pretty much for the main floor. From there on, this is my Thaumcraft setup. I'm still using the infusion matrix because, well, I didn't want to use that one. These are the liquid crafters, sorry. This one was mainly used to get fuel and some other stuff we needed at that time. Can't even tell you what's it set up for now. Over here is witchery, which there's a ritual waiting to be done. Automating witchery is over here. Oh, bewitchment, sorry. I'm so used to 1710 mod names. You can automate these pretty much the same way as you do with Hellfire Forges and stuff. Just limit the inputs and you're good to go. If you wonder, over here is the large ritual circle, which never got prettied up because who needs pretty? This is automation for the roots Runic Crafter and Pyre. We needed it for something. I can't even tell you what. Over here, basic crafting core. And if we drop down, what's this? Oh, a random dragon egg appeared. Let me down. The end of us, right. Thank you. This is by far my favorite looking multi-block, the laser. Would be great if it's actually shooting the laser down for the crafting, but you can't ask for it. Draconic infusion setup, fully automated. That's the inscriber, doing all kinds of AE processors or circuits. These five liquid crafters are needed for alchemistry. Pretty much the first three we use to make chaos shards. And these ones are for oxygen-rich barium calcite perpetuator. Sorry if I butchered that. And this one is for thick bar cheats. Over here, just a basic powered mob spawners. Apart from this one, this is a dark room to get blood for Evilcraft, which I've set to keep 10,000 buckets and then turn off, so it's not running. Back here, with a spawner from Ataxium. It's the first thing with their proof I came in mind to use, and we had it available. These ones, the fission controller and the fusion plant, I suggest you get more than one. They are pretty pricey, but they are slow. Really, really slow. Oh, yeah. Here we had singularity crafting, but with 2.5 it's got broken. So as you can see, 1,000 signalum ingots, which is needed for singularity, are in, but it's not crafting, so it's all gone to the large storage crate, which that's why I've got it on. I'll just delete 1,000 ingots and get the singularity so we can still progress while waiting for it to be fixed. Further down is just empty floor with Gaia ritual down here because I didn't care to flatten out the surface area down up there. No, it's the stuff of traveling. Oh, who cares? Let's go just home. Up here is the ME controller, which is just a ring for now, and I'm using P2P for everything. That's my P2P network. If I need to add some more, I just get P2Ps on the P2P network to move them out. This is the last setup I did because we needed all these different Endao alloys for singularities, and there are no seeds for it, and I didn't even want to make a world for it. that's pretty much it. 3 setups of crafting cross. What are we missing? We are missing the Astro Sorcery setup. Not auto crafting anything of it. If I need it, I'm just batch crafting. Bloody rain. So, Banana, did I forget anything? Or did that pretty much cover everything? You have all the portals you get over here. Icica, Aether, Eden, Wildwood, Appalachia, Skyturn, Mortium. This was our try to skip the nightmare dimension where you have to start pretty much everything new. And, yep. Oh, maybe that one is still interesting. From all the farms above, I'm storing that in drawers, which are connected to mechanical crafters. Just crafting the ingots as the essence goes in. Because why bother AE to do it if you can have it this way? So I hope that gave a rough overview on what's going on in the base and why we are so far ahead. We just don't do pretty, we do fast. By the way, this one is not working, sadly. If you're on the server, ask a dev of it to set up a command block so you can turn on nighttime for Astral Sorcery, which is pretty helpful. And for progression, we are in chapter 29. We are going to have to make all these essence of opening, for example, which is a Neutronian compressor with 1000 oak doors, which the compressor should sit over here, just not automated yet. Well, have fun playing the game, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask on Discord. And if you want me to go over how we automated a specific step, just ask there. Have fun and a nice day. Since then, bye bye.